So I thought I would do a blog entry right now because I'm trying to situate the camera. Cause my last thing is I make a good announcement, and then except for like scheduled updates, I really don't do much. And the reason is like I, I had kind of like a COVID scare because like I came into contact with somebody who let us know we had it, and then I had to let my work know, and then there's the stress of like work has a policy about it, and I had to take time off work and money issues, and like there's a lot of stress that comes with it. Like even if you work at a place where they're good about saying you shouldn't come to work, uh, it still is like really stressful. The quarantine time that you take away, and then I had to worry about somebody. I posted a thing. He may have been even like last week where I was talking about how many people in my life, like loved ones, have been impacted by this. And like, I've basically had like 8 friends, not just in this country, but some in others who've gotten it. And it went from the levels I had one friend who got it and got no symptoms and stuff, to other friends that were in hospital. And then we had uh, loved ones who like 2 row machines, and like it's been a tough thing, and it was very stressful because I got asthma, so I was stressed about it. Mara was stressed about it because she had to take off work too, and then she was stressed about worried about me if I get it and stuff. So yeah, and then like I'm fine. I got actually we did 2 tests. We did the rapid test and the regular one, and both came back negative. So I'm good to go back to work next week. But it's a great way to end this year. Excuse me. Um, with some of the bullshit that started the year. Hopefully, this last week to end the year, um, will be a little bit calmer and then starting the year. But I wanted to do a vlog, kind of letting people know why I haven't been as responsive about stuff. I've tried to do emails as much as I could, but I'll admit, like it depressed me a lot, and it got me worried about shit, and like, so I hopefully I'll get back to regular schedule of answering emails and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start that a lot today. Got the holidays out of the way, got all that stress, the stress of gift giving, making sure you get the right gifts and the right amount of gifts for people and all this other stuff. That's out of the way. Uh, and hopefully me can get the ball rolling again. That way, one of those to get the ball rolling again and get things going. So, yeah, I mean I'm taking this chance while I'm at home alone, like, to do this message, and then go and jump in the shower real quick, and then probably post some things. I think I got one thing scheduled today. I think my gingerbread disaster thing, I tried at work. I got a silent testing and learning of that coming out today, and some other stuff, hopefully. And I'm going to try to get more streamlined about other stuff. Even like, there's some stuff which I tried to be off the cuff with, like ticked off and forgotten reasons and stuff. That I'm going to try to be more streamlined on it. And then like just all the projects we're doing right now, you know, from like the Trinity process, the Trinity prophecy the adaptation we're doing of someone else's book into audiobook in audio chapters is something we never did before, and I'm really excited about that project. The Real Trees, we're going to be doing this season of The Real Trees, the scripts that didn't get made and stuff like that, and hopefully the way we do it will be really cool and interesting. And then the comic, all the things I wanted to do this year and I had plans to do, and not only the financial hit of like having stuff written and paying people, and then I remember one of the first people I called, and I'm not gonna say their name, but I remember like when excuse me again. Another thing, I'm being eating too much crap food this week too. Um, One of the first people I called when people first started quarantining here a little bit. We never had actually an official shutdown quarantine in the U.S. It's been vague stuff here, there, everywhere. Um, but when it first started happening, I called somebody and I was like, I don't think we're gonna be doing this at least for some months. And then the person was like, "Oh, I'm glad you called me. I was really scared about doing it." She's like, "I don't have the money to refund you for when you pay me, and I'm scared about because I got a vulnerable person in my household." And I told him, I was like, "Don't worry about paying me. Like, I'd already given you that half of that money, and like, it's an extraordinary circumstance. It's not a normal thing that we got going on right now." And after talking to her about that, I went from thinking like I'm going to delay this for months. I just canceled everything, and I mean I was going to have to do it anyways. Looking back on things, but at the time I was wondering if it was just going to be a few months. I didn't know how the country was going to be this fucking dipshit about everything. But I went ahead and canceled everything. So the actors I had lined up, like, I usually did the half and half payment. The ones I did half and half, I just told them to keep the one half, even though we couldn't do anything. And then I had some stuff rented. It took me 8 months to get the money back on one place I had rented to record in. And I understand their circumstances, but I was like, you closed. Like, I can't be there. If they had been open in any way, I could have went there just myself, because this was like a warehouse type location. Nobody else would even had to be around. Like, so it was a lot of stress, not money stress. In the middle of this, I switched positions at my job, and there was a lot of stress that went with that. And then, like, all the work I put into this, and I don't want to go over that over and over again, but it was just, and then the stress of some relatives getting sick and loved ones getting sick. It seemed like, when I hear people say like, how small is your fucking circle if you don't have anybody affected by this? Like, literally, like, I don't get that, because, like, I don't have a huge amount of friends, and I've had quite a few people really affected by this, and I know, like, a number of my friends, not, that actually got sick or in the medical field, and they're being affected also by the fact the way their jobs are. Now, I had one friend who's a nurse that quit because she had a fucking president online on TV saying, accusing nurses and doctors of stealing like protective equipment, and her hospital was basically saying like, go without it and stuff like that. And I don't blame her for fucking quitting. Like, they're not martyrs. These aren't fucking, like, they shouldn't be fucking treated this way, and it's another bullshit thing. But I didn't want to, like, usually I don't, anybody that knew me for years online are surprised that I don't rant as much on my blog, but I usually don't. I usually try to use it as updates about stuff or to talk about smaller things or whatever. I usually don't rant that much. And it's going on 10 minutes. I'll just end this with, like, as usually, go to 10universe.blogspot.com and you can see our latest updates of everything we're working on and our announcements as we work forward with stuff. I hope and pray that the new year brings better circumstances for everybody. And I'll just end it with a friend who is going to be part of the Real Trees Season 2 sent me an email the other day, and she said, she's like, it's bad. She's like, is it bad that I want to just do little things like, go do photo shoots with people? And I was like, no, it's not bad. I mean, is this going to be our life forever? It could be. Americans have this cockiness of, like, thinking that life should never change for us. And it should never shape into something different than what it is. And that's just bullshit. It changes for people all the time. And I really think one of the biggest egotistical things in this country that a lot of people falls them into these delusions of believing bullshit conspiracies and everything else is the fact that they've been brainwashed into thinking we're America, we're indestructible, we're America, it's not going to happen here and stuff like that. And then when stuff happens here, they go into denial about it. And that's just bullshit. So, this was Rambling Mess, wasn't it? Yeah. Hopefully 2021 doesn't bring too many of these. Hopefully these are just updates on projects and stuff like that. So, expect quite a few releases probably this week, unless it goes all to hell with me going back to work. So, then you'll get a lot more of these ranties and stuff like that, probably more than anything else. Sorry.